Hello everybody and welcome to another week of Guitar with Mr. Pi. This is Improvers lesson number 5. So check that you watched number 4 last week, and if you did, then you're on the right tracks. Okay, fantastic, ready to go? Let's get started. So last week we learned a new strumming pattern for shotgun. We learned to strum 4 times per chord, a bit faster instead of just once per chord. And today we're going to get some more practice in changing between those, and we're also going to learn a new strumming pattern as well, and really perfect shotgun and get a chance to mix and match these patterns. Okay, first things first, and very important, we're going to practice what we learned last week and make sure that's all under the fingers. So let's practice the basic strumming pattern of shotgun first, okay? See if you can remember the order of the 4 chords. Check to see if that's the same as the answer that your partner has. Okay, so the answer we should have is we start on a G, and then a C, and then E minor, and then D. That should be starting to feel a bit familiar by now. We should be starting to become experts at that chord pattern. Okay. Now what I'd like to do is let's just quickly practice that a few times round. I'm going to count into 4, so I'd like you all to get your G's ready to start. And we'll play that pattern 4 times round, just 1 strum per chord, just to get used to that pattern again, get it under the fingers for today, and get all our fingers moving in the right ways. So after 4, get your G's ready, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, it's G, 2, 3, 4, and C, 2, 3, 4, E minor, 2, 3, 4, and D, 2, 4 and G, 2, 3, 4 and C, 2, 3, 4 E minor, 3, 4 and D, 2, and again G, 2, 3, 4 and C, 2, 3, 4 E minor, 2, 3, 4 and D, 2, 3, one last time G and C. Minor, 2, 3, 4 and D, 2, 3, 4, and everybody 1 big G to finish off, all together. Okay, fantastic guys, so you got used to having that pattern under the fingers. Let's try one more time around the same pattern, but this time instead of strumming once per chord, we're going to strum 4 times. So without further ado, get your G ready and be ready to do 4 strums. So we're strumming on 1, 2, 3, and 4 on every beat of the bar. After 4, get your G's ready. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's G, 2, 3, 4, and C, 2, 3, 4, E minor, 2, 3, 4, and D, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, and C, 2, 3, 4, E minor, 2, 3, 4, and D, 2. Keep going 2 more times around. G, 2, 3, 4, and C, 2, 3, 4, E minor, 2, 3, 4, and D, 2, 3, 4, and G, 2, 3, 4, C, 4, E minor, 2, 3, 4, and D, 2, 3, 4, and finish on a G. Awesome guys, so we've got those 2 chord patterns under our fingers, the 2 strumming patterns rather under our fingers, the 1 strum per bar and the 4 strums per bar. Now what I'd like you to do is open up the backing track in the next tab. Maybe start with the slow version. I would recommend always start with the slow version every day when you practice, and play all the way through the song Shotgun. And this time I'd like you to start off playing 1 strum per bar, 1 time per chord. And when you're going to do that most of the way through, apart from when you get to the chorus, so when he's singing I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, all that bit, you're going to do 4 strums. And when it gets back to the verse, you're going to go back to 1 strum. So you've got to be listening to the song and following the shape of the song, following the pattern and swapping between 1 strum per chord and 4 strums per chord. Okay guys, so open up that backing track in another tab and have a practice of that now. Off you go. Okay everyone, so you just had a playthrough shotgun, changing those chord patterns. Why don't you leave a comment below and let me know how you got on, because I'm really interested to know how you're getting on as well. I wish I could hear you guys playing. Okay everyone, so as promised, we're going to learn a new strumming pattern today as well. And now this is an extra strumming pattern you can use when you really want to take the energy levels up and you want to make it very, very exciting. It's another level up from 4 strums per chord. And the strumming pattern goes like this, it goes 1, 2, 3 and 4 and. So it starts off on the beat 1, 2 and then you got 2 per beat, 3 and 4 and. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and. So have a little go at that now. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and. And what we're going to do to practice that is we're going to stay on a G and I'm going to play that pattern over and over again in a loop. And what I'd like you to do is join in with me and see if you can get that rhythm staying on a G chord the whole time. So when you feel like you've got the rhythm, join in with me, play it in a loop. If you lose your place, don't worry, just stop, keep your ears open and then join in again when we get to the start of the pattern. Okay, so here we go. I'll start off and join in whenever you're ready. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and G. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and. 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and stop. Now what I'd like to try is playing around the whole chord pattern with that same strumming pattern. So everybody get your G's ready. And we're going to do exactly the same chord pattern as before, the main chord pattern of the song, but play that pattern once per chord. So we're going to go, I'll play once through as a demonstration. It goes G, 2, 3 and 4 and C, 2, 3 and 4 and E minor, 2, 3 and 4 and D, 2, 3 and 4 and then starts again with G. So if everyone gets their G's ready, we're going to play around that pattern a few times all together. G's ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's G, 2, 3 and 4 and C, 2, 3 and 4 and E minor, 3 and 4 and D, 2, 3 and 4 and G, 3 and 4 and C, 2, 3 and 4 and E minor, 2, 3 and 4 and D, 2. A couple more times. Here we go on G, 2, 3 and 4 and C, 2, 3 and 4 and E minor, D. One last time round. It's G, 2, 3 and 4 and C, 2, 3 and 4 and E minor, 2, 3 and 4 and D, 2, 3 and 4 and G. Nice one guys, so hopefully you got a good bit of practice there. Now the final challenge for today is to go back to the backing track and see if you can do a version changing between all 3 strumming patterns. Now I'll leave it up to you when to change between all the patterns, but what I always recommend with this song is you start off with 1 strum because it fits the introduction very nicely, and then at the chorus, at the louder bits, that's when you use the busier strumming patterns, the more complicated, faster strumming patterns. 2, 3 and 4 and. So off you go guys, tab in the next window, go back to playing shotgun and A great thing to do is to practice it a few times. See if the slow version feels easy, then you can challenge yourself and move up to the medium speed, and maybe eventually, if you keep practicing, the full speed as well. So that's a good challenge to aim for. Okay, so in a second you can open that tab up and practice along with the backing track. But before we do, great work again this week, guys. I think we've done some really good practice on shotgun, and hopefully next week we'll be able to start learning another chord or even another song. Why don't you let me know in the comments below. If you feel like you're ready for another song, you can say yes. If you feel like you'd like to practice shotgun for a few more weeks and maybe try some more different strumming patterns with that, then you can let me know that in the comments as well. So leave me a comment, let me know what you think, and I'll see you next week, guys. Bye bye. Practice in the next tab.